Hi guys, Paul Michaels from Real Dog Training. Can your dog read your mind? Well, here's 4 ways that it can. Okay, so the first thing on our list here of ways that dogs can read your mind is body language. Dogs are masters at reading body language. It's been scientifically proven that dogs can read human body language better than chimpanzees. So they're always looking at you and picking up on all the little subtle signs and indicators of where you're at emotionally and whether you're confident or unconfident or happy or sad or angry, all these different things. Dogs have always been masters of body language. They've relied on it for millions and millions of years and have evolved this incredible way of reading body language for survival. They use it a lot between themselves, but for other dogs. They read other dogs to know whether another dog's safe or unsafe to be around. They use it a lot for silent communication while hunting, looking at each other, knowing what each other's doing to coordinate the hunt. And in a huge way they use it is to read the animals that they've hunted. They can look at an animal hundreds of meters away and tell whether it's relaxed or unrelaxed or alert or unalert. And dogs have always been masters at singling out the weak animal in a group and targeting that when they're hunting. So for all these reasons, dogs are masters at reading body language, and they're really good at reading human body language as well. So your dog only has to look at you to know what you're thinking and where you're coming from. Okay, so the second way your dog can read your mind is through tone of voice. Again, dogs are masters at reading tone of voice. They do not communicate with each other through words and language. They don't have a language of words the way we do. They basically have a language of tones. Every bark, howl, and whine can mean something completely different all through the tone of voice or their tone. So, and again, this is the way dogs have evolved for millions of years to communicate and survive, and all that has transferred straight over to the way that we communicate with them and they communicate with us, all through tone. So the way you speak, the way you sound, the way you give your commands, even when you're talking to someone else, your dog's listening to that and picking up on where you're at. You can either say something in a stern voice or an excited voice, and the dog knows exactly what it means. It doesn't necessarily have to be a command that you've taught the dog. If you yell at your dog in an annoyed, rough voice, the dog's going to know that you're annoyed. If you're happy and you say something in a nice tone, your dog will most likely wag its tail and know you're happy. So tone of voice, it's huge. The third way that a dog can read your mind is through the vomeronasal organ, which is an organ above the roof of the dog's mouth, and it's part of the whole sense system of a dog. The vomeronasal organ allows a dog to literally smell your emotions. They can smell whether you're happy, sad, angry, confident, not confident, all of these things. And again, it's one of these things that's evolved over millions of years, and dogs have used it to know whether other dogs are safe or unsafe and to silently communicate with each other. And it's also been a really important hunting tool for them, that they can smell whether another animal is relaxed or alert, or whether it's confident or unconfident. They can smell an animal hundreds of meters away without even looking at it, and they know whether that animal is relaxed and staying still, or whether it's alert and disturbed and running away. So there's all these things, but a dog can literally smell your emotions and know what you're thinking before it even sees you through its vomeronasal organ. So the fourth way that your dog can read your mind is on a level deeper. It's like a sixth sense. We have body language, tone of voice, the vomeronasal organ, all these things that modern science can explain. But modern science has also proven that dogs are picking up on things that modern science can't actually work out how they're picking up on it. There's dogs that let people know before they have an epileptic fit so they can get themselves into a safe place before they start having seizures. There's a dog that lives in an old folks' home that starts hanging around with people 2 or 3 days before someone's going to die. There's dogs that pick up on cancer and other illnesses. And there's certain elements of this that scientists can identify and explain, but there's also other things that science can't explain. So dogs are operating on a deeper level that we can't even explain. So can your dog read your mind? Absolutely it can. It's not literally thinking your thoughts, but it's definitely picking up on your state of mind, your emotions, and your level of confidence in handling it. To me, there's two main sides to dog training. There's the technical side of it, having a proper training program, the tools and techniques, and this is what gives you the confidence and emotional side of it. When you have the right tools and techniques and a good plan, this gives you confidence and the dog picks up on that and you get in a positive upward spiral. You can have all the confidence in the world, and if you don't have the right techniques, it's not going to work. You can have all the techniques in the world, but if you don't keep this whole body language, tone, and the fact that your dog constantly knows exactly where you're at emotionally and with your thoughts, this technical side isn't going to work either. You've got to have a good balance of both. There's so much to it. There's the body language, there's the tone of voice, there's the whole emotions thing, and there's that deeper stuff that we talked about that modern science can't even explain. The easiest way for me to look at it is that my dog's reading my mind, and that's the advice that I give other people. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you can take something away from it, put it into place in your training and see some results. And thank you for joining us in another one of our video blogs on dog training. I'm Paul Michaels.